I think all the laws should be written in plain English. I do not give employees instructions in a foreign language. You know, the laws should be written so we, as normal citizens, can read and understand them. And get rid of that frivolous lawsuit, get it in here, and so they won't be.
I certainly agree with you. If you've had a chance to read, and I know one person in the 7th District, absolutely certain, I know her name as well, Norma Jean Wiley, who has read every version, every page. She needs to get a life, but she's read every version, every page of the health care plan as it went through the whole entire process. If you want to hear some of her comments, come to Hillsdale tomorrow night at our town hall there. But it is not in plain English at all. And I guess what I would like to see even more so in response to that in healthcare, and we're talking about healthcare tonight, but it could work in any law. Larry Arnn, Dr. Larry Arnn, the president of Hillsdale College, and I have communicated many times about this issue, that the framers of our governmental system believe that laws should be very limited and very short. And if you read, I mean, the fact that I or you, I'm sure there are plenty of constitutions in the room, just looking at you, but if you can put the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, and the rules for a citizen in this book, you know what they meant by simple, concise, and to the point. My health care bill that I just told you about was 150 pages. That was probably too long. But it was far shorter than over 2,000 pages.
Well, a lot of us think we have a big voice, but once we say
Somebody can't hear us. A lot of the conservative pundits, you know, I'm talking about Rush and Sean Hannity and Bax, I guess if you consider him one. A lot of them, and you read them in the paper too, they talk about that that Obamacare isn't about medicine. It's not about health care. It's about control. It goes back to the socialism issue. Now, how do you address that? And how do you take your bill or your suggestion for a bill for reform and get that passed in that environment when it's not about health care? It's about socialism, control, takeover, and destroy the country.
I would concur with you. I take the perspective that it is at the very least, it is a planned, intentional, concerted effort to grow the size of government and to take on a European socialist plan. That's not a pejorative term, except those of us conservatives don't like that term at all. It's a choice that is being made intentionally to change our government, to change our society, and to put government in a larger control setting. The only way that can be changed is by a concerted effort of two segments of society. One is the private sector, citizen, taxpayer, voter, otherwise known as a beast of burden to the government largesse. It has to take a group of citizens waking up, deciding we will no longer spend our time asking government to do anything for us, but rather to ask them to get out of our way. And let that generator of the economy that has made our country the envy of the world, literally. And I've been in enough foreign countries to know that that's not a statement just made because I'm an American. That energy plan that we've had in the world, that manufacturing plan, that industrial plan, the educational plan, and the health care that causes the premier of Newfoundland to come to the United States to get his heart surgery, heart care. He came from a Canadian system that some people like to tout. I had a former Canadian citizen last night at the meeting in Chelsea, or Monday night in Chelsea, who stood up and chastised us Americans. He's legally a citizen of the United States, teaches in public school system, and has 5 other jobs in order to get ahead. And he says that's because it's America.